on a little bit of a rough start for the starters, but then the bench comes in and really picks it up. Anything to be concerned about there, or is that just showing off exactly how deep this team can be?
I mean, I thought we were a little rattled early on, and maybe it was just the rust of not playing on a Thursday. But I think our bench has shown up all season long to give us a boost, and they needed. I mean, they gave us the boost that we needed early in this basketball game, and I was happy to see them impacted in this way.
Dawn, talk about your seniors. They've been through this before. They've won the whole thing their freshman year and all. What do they mean to this team?
I mean, when you have seniors who have been, around your program for 4 years and who have been at this tournament for 4 years, that's who you want to lean on the most because they have the experience. And they have the experience of winning it, and they have the experience of exiting it early. So they have both spectrum in their experience. But this year, I think they are leading our basketball team to wanting to win it, and hopefully we can continue to play well as a unit, and they continue to lead our basketball team into the semifinals.
Dawn Staley played really well. Saxton played really well. Is there maybe a thought going forward to try to get them on the floor along with Boston a little more heavier than you normally would?
I mean, we just see how the game goes. Obviously, they know when they're coming in the game. Somewhere after the 5-minute timeout, and it depends on who's in foul trouble. Kiki picked up one early, so we try to jockey to make sure that Kiki nor Aaliyah, have to sit down for extended minutes because of foul trouble. But that second unit's used to playing with each other. They've done it all year long in practices, and I actually like to see them together where they're playing as a unit because they're so familiar with themselves.
Don Joni was in here earlier and said that, let's be real, a lot of your bench players could probably go start somewhere else. How difficult, or has it been difficult, to keep everybody, in their roles and happy with their roles, and has it been hard to kind of find this time for everybody to get on the court?
I mean, it really hasn't been difficult this year. I think our bench really, they understand their importance. And when you understand that you're important to our basketball team, you feel a sense of want and need. And I think Ty and Kiki, they do a great job at just letting them know how important they are. And I think this is an example of when you accept your role, no matter what role it is. Unfortunately, if we could say that, the bench could start somewhere else. But, we have to make a decision. We made that decision, and they could have bucked, but they didn't. Maybe they did inside their heads, but it never showed out there on the court. And now we're at a place where, they come in, they get 40 points. I mean, they got assists, they got rebounds, they got block shots. They're making an impact. So hopefully, other programs are watching and other players are watching just how impactful every single player that's on our roster is for our basketball team. And that's all because they've embraced their roles.
Talk about a game like today with your bench where you got a chance where everybody's got tournament experience now and a lot of them got quality minutes of how you think that's going to help you down the road.
I mean, I don't know, but I think it helps right now to get us through 24 hours of players feeling like they played a role. They got out there, they got their feet wet. Some of them played extended minutes, some of them didn't play a whole lot of minutes. But I think it feels good when you can get in a game and run up and down and shoot the ball or even turn the ball over. You just feel like you've played, and I'm happy that we were able to play 11 players today.
Done the pregame intros, I believe it's probably an honest mistake, but they said the number 7 seed, South Carolina, about to play Georgia. You seem to be a little tickled about that. What were you thinking right then? Do you use that as a motivational thing, even though it was probably just a mistake?
No, I mean, I didn't want our fans to hear 7, because they tend to, go off the deep end. And they did. So I was just trying to quiet them down to say it was probably an honest mistake. I can't see a whole lot without my glasses, so maybe the announcer didn't have her glasses on, because 7 looks like 1, and I think it's an honest mistake. She's been here for as long as I've been a part of the SEC tournament, and I enjoy her voice. So I didn't think anything of it. The national anthem singer was awesome, though.
Coach, the turnovers in the first half were a little uncharacteristic of what this team has been through the first 30 games of the season. Is this something you have to address with them, or is it something you can just kind of shake off and ride up to first game jitters, and then you just sort of look past that?
I mean, I was caught off guard by it, especially because it's uncharacteristic of Ty to turn the ball over the way she did. I think it was just that. It wasn't. I think jitters played a role in it. I mean, we addressed it at halftime, and I believe we had maybe 6. Was it 6? No, 5. 5 in the last 20 minutes of the game, and that's more like our speed. So that's not something that we'll harp on. I think we saw it, we adjusted, and then we corrected it.
Do we have one final question for Coach Staley?
Josh Kendall, The Athletic. Dawn, if I can take a little bit of a left turn here. There are some players here, I'm thinking of Carter specifically in the next game, who'll have some early entry decisions to make this year. Is that a positive evolution for college basketball in the WNBA, that has become a decision?
Is that a
positive evolution for the women's game?
I mean, I'm one that likes options. For me personally, I like options, and I think most people would like options. And it's not one way or the other. You have options, and you have to weigh that option. Is it a positive thing? I mean, if players graduate, and if they are of age to make a decision to go to the league, I think it's an individual and a personal one. But
do you think the league's new CBA will make it more of an issue?
No, because I don't think the players that are coming out will benefit from being cored in getting the top dollar. Yeah, there's still a rookie salary and cap, so I don't think it's as lucrative as people think.
Thank you, Coach Staley. This concludes the press conference for South Carolina.